Welcome back to Saddle Club. Can we just take a minute for Banksy? He's such an old man, he's definitely seen it all. But this is our last week. We were focusing on tacking up and getting horses ready to mount the riders. I mean riders ready to mount the horse, what the hell? We were reminded how to do quick release knots, why we do quick release knots, and why we tie it to, what is it, a bayonet? It's because obviously if horse gets startled, it's easy for them to get out without injuring themselves, and then that piece of netting breaks easier than other pieces of rope, so safety first. Here Julie was reminding me how to get the hoof up, which I did do this correctly, but Warrior just wasn't listening to me. He said, girl, no, you're not getting to my hoofs. But he did it for Julie, so I was able to take over and get his hoofs picked up. While everyone was taking their turns putting different bits of tack on him, I went to say hi to Noddy because he was next door. We low-key been bonding lately and I love that. Little snuggle bug, yeah. So I wanted to put on the bridle, so that was my job. What I love about this training is they don't just make you do things and just be like, here, do this. They break everything down to you. So she was explaining that this bridle was called a Micklin and that a lot of horses will have it because it's supposed to be more comfortable and ergonomic and fitted to their face. So that was cool information to know. I was told to put the head collar around Warrior's neck to have a bit more control when I need to put the bridle on. But I'm autistic. If you don't break it down to me like I'm 5, I'll get confused. I heard put it over his neck, so I'll put it directly over his neck. We got there in the end though. We then got the bridle on. It did take a minute as Warrior didn't want to open his mouth, but we got there in the end and then we just started leading him towards the mountain block. Warrior is actually the most beautiful horse. Like, he has hairs for days. Bust down inches. I could see him on something like Game of Thrones. I don't know. It just makes sense. I still will never get over how much more comfortable I am with horses as well. It always blows my mind. But here we're just getting ready to lead him round. We had to adjust the stirrups, so we stopped. If you remember last week, I was saying that sometimes I get eager and forget to let other people have a go. So they were just reminding me to let someone else do the stirrups. Once we got Warrior all mounted, Oscar came back from a lane ride and I heard he kept trying to break out into canter. And I was like, what? Oscar wants to canter. Oscar wants to move. I couldn't believe it. I was so gobsmacked, but I gave him a little sponge down because it was quite hot and then gave him a carrot because it sounds like he deserves a sweet treat. And honestly, he's so cute. Like, look at his little snoot. Oh, that's my boy. That's my baby.